I literally forgot to mute myself. My bad, guys. I'm over here. Okay. I'm rusty at streaming. My bad. I literally forgot what I was just saying, guys, that I was just saying. I think you guys understood that, right? I was just saying we're in this range here, okay? I don't know if we'll break below this once market opens or if we'll just go back inside the range. Either way, I think today will give us a huge hint to how the rest of the week, maybe even the rest of the month will be. So we'll see. And then since we are down here at the lows, I do want to make sure I chart very low in case the market does drop. Okay, that's bro, I can't believe I forgot that. Alright, I don't see any more 4 hour zones. There's not too many. If there is a 4 hour zone, it's like far away from price. Another thing I saw was just the movement overnight was actually crazy. I mean, let's just take a look at what happened overnight, right? So it gapped down once the market opened up. Wasn't too surprising, um, because of all the stuff that happened over the weekend with Iran and I don't know, war. So it wasn't surprised that it gapped down. Also, if you guys don't know, you could actually see Nasdaq over the weekend. You just search up. I think you search up Nasdaq um chart over the weekend. I think it's something like that, and you could actually see where Nasdaq is before it even opens up. So it's like a lot of people already know it's gonna gap down because you could already see it gap down. You could already see the move that it was making. This wasn't surprising, right? So then it looks like we just tapped into the gap and then back down 430 points, over 1%. And then we're back up 1%. So it's like the movements that happened overnight were actually huge. Even the gap down itself was pretty big. So I'm expecting a pretty volatile opening. Obviously, you can't really predict that, but it's like it's going to be the first time the market is actually open ever since the whole Iran war thing. So we'll see. I think we'll see a good reaction, but we'll see. I don't see anything on the 3 hour time frame, so I went down to the 2 hour. I see this 2 hour supply zone, which we did reject. Right here, we touched up on it. When was this? On Friday, and then rejected it. You see, this kind of looks like a 2 hour demand zone, but it's just the basing candle is huge. I don't like this huge wick here. Yeah. I'm not gonna mark it. I will mark this gap here because the gap was tapped into, but it wasn't fully, fully filled. Okay. Trying to double check because I know there's a couple zones on our way down. Oof. Okay, I think it was this 2 hour demand zone. All right, let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. Don't see much. Yo, I just thought about how you guys could see the Chihuahua, and he has his diaper on. No, I just thought about because when my aunt saw it for the first time, she called them boxers. So you guys could see his boxers. Nah, but he just has a diaper because he's a piss dog. That's what I call him. I call him little piss dog. If you have a Chihuahua, I think you know what I mean. They know when they're doing something bad and they still do it. But they're so cute. So they're so spoiled. Yo, that's funny. I had a Chihuahua too for like 17 years. That's crazy. She died last year. But lived so long and peed in the house every day. Wow, even a girl. I thought only the boys were like that. So I really only know boy Chihuahuas that do that. But damn, she was a girl doing that. But 17 years. That's crazy. I know Chihuahuas do live for a while though. I think their expectancy or something is like 13 to 15 years. Okay, I don't see anything on these time frames. All right, I see this really good 30-minute demand zone. I like this demand zone because it's a brand new zone. I mean, we haven't really tapped into it, but I'm thinking if we close below 508, I do think it'd be a good short. It's just I don't know to where. So that's why I'm trying to find more zones. Okay, this is a good 30-minute demand zone here. Also, I wanted to ask you guys about the new Apex update. It sounds really promising. It does. The new Apex update is like the best there is right now. One of the best. It's just, is it gonna last? That's really why I'm wondering right now. Is it gonna last? That's really what I'm worried about. It's like I could see it lasting for a couple months and then they just take it out because of some bullshit, you know? I'm hoping that doesn't happen. But I do think since it's fine right now, I do think it's good to take advantage of. Um, but it is a possibility that people just take way too much advantage of and then they change it. So I'm just hoping they don't do some like stupid shit because right now they're good. Right now, I think Apex is like doing really good, especially with this new update. But if you start seeing some weird stuff, then it's like, oof, I don't know. I'm just hoping for the best with them, honestly. All right, I don't see any other zones. Huh. I mean, like this could be a 30-minute supply zone. I know it's not the best zone though, cuz it's just like the move down wasn't that crazy. The basing candles not that small. I do like this 15-minute supply zone though. I do see a good reaction off of it, so I do like that. But other than that, I think the zones that I have are they could be better, right? Like the biggest time frame I have close to price is a 30-minute zone. I do like this 30-minute zone down here at the 400s. If we take a look at this zone, market has bounced off of it a couple times. Or sorry, this one down here at 290 bounced off of it there. And then back here, I think we bounced off of it. Or no, we bounced off of the 2 hour. Yeah, like the zones aren't that good. Oof, that sucks. I'm hoping if Nasdaq, no, when Nasdaq opens up, that it goes down to the 540. Not sure if I'm gonna take a buy or sell off of this area, but I do think it'd be a good area to take a trade from. If it goes up, I could take a trade off of this 15-minute zone. Same thing though, I'm not sure if it's gonna be a buy or short. Depends on how the market reacts at that area. If we look at it right now, it rejected it. Doesn't mean I'm expecting shorts from here. I'm just saying it just rejected that area, so it's definitely an area of interest. Where's VWAP? Okay, and then it looks like we've been chopping up on VWAP for about 3 hours, which is not good, but we'll see. If NASDAQ opens up, hopefully it stays far away from VWAP. That'd be a good sign. But yeah, don't have too many zones on NASDAQ. Let's see how US 30 looks. Okay. All right. Well, oh my gosh. I didn't even realize this. On the US 30, and I've been looking at this zone for literally months now. I'm surprised we touched up on it yesterday or this morning. Yeah, anyways, we had this daily demand zone here, and I've been calling it out for a while. I said if the shorts come through, I think this would be a really good area for the market to tap into. Why? Because if you look at the zone, it made a strong move up, and we've retested it a couple times already and bounced off of it every single time. And then another, when was this? Let's zoom in. Yeah, I touched up on it overnight, and then we bounced off of it. So honestly, this would be the zone I would look to take a trade off from. But damn, almost 300 points away from price. So let's see if we have any other zones. I can't believe we're down here already. It's like we just literally teleported down here. They're trying they are just trying to cap the max payout considering how they got exploited in gold and silver volatility. Are they still allowing gold and silver trades? I'll be surprised if they are. I mean, I'm surprised prop firms are still allowing those trades to happen because people definitely are just full porting metals. I mean, you see it on social media, like fucking over the weekend. That's all I saw. Oh, who's full porting gold and silver market open? Like, bro, are you serious? Like, it's just like I don't know. Social media sometimes with trading, it's just like it gives people the wrong mindset, honestly, and it's sad to see. Okay, I'm not seeing no good zones around US 30. Let's see the 2 hour time frame. Something I don't like about the new Apex update is about the six payout thing. How they're just like, I feel like the rules before were way better when it comes to that. Where if you get to the fifth payout, then your sixth payout could be a pretty big payout. You could request 100% of your counts. Whereas now, I don't think you could do that. I I don't see anything about that, which does suck because it's like, I mean, I know not everyone gets to that six payout, but the people that did, I mean, they deserve pretty big payout, which is why I really like their older rules when it came to that. Okay, I'm not seeing much on this time frame either. Let's see this 2 hour zone. Okay. But I mean, I think the Apex update is pretty good considering they have end of day. Everything looks pretty normal. Um, it's just that six payout thing. Now it's just like if you get to the six payout, they're considering live trader or you'll stay in the sim funded. I haven't seen anything that says you could request 100% of your account, closing it. Will you size down today? Honestly, if it's like a really crazy open, I might have to. It depends on how the market opens up. If it opens up and it's like an insane move and my stop loss looks way too tiny, then I'm gonna have to size down. Either size down or have a really tight stop loss. But it's like if I have a really tight stop loss, it's gonna be hard to like not get stopped out. It'll have to be a very quick move, which I have done before, but it's just scary because it's like I'm copy trading with Tradeovate, and when you copy trade on Tradeovate, you have to place your own stop loss. So it's like if I have a really tight stop loss, I have to place what am I saying? I have to just place a stop loss really, really fast if it's really volatile. Because I don't want to lose more than 300 on a trade. I mean, I could, right? But that's not the plan. The plan is if I lose a trade, it has to be $300 or less. If it's over 300, I probably chill out. Probably chill out. Okay, like I'm not seeing I'm not seeing good zones. I thought I'd be seeing like really, really good zones, but I'm not seeing much. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll mark the gap. It was somewhat filled, just like NASDAQ. Okay, this also kind of looks like a good 30-minute supply zone. It's just far away from price, so it's not going to be that helpful. Damn. I thought I'd be seeing better zones on NASDAQ, but, or sorry, on US 30, but I'm not seeing much, which which is only bad if the market goes up. Yeah, if the market goes up, then I'd have to wait for it to tap 935, which is pretty far away. It's like by the time we get up there, I've already missed out on the longs. This is a small 10-minute zone. It is a bit close to price, but it's just like if it gets down here, I'd want to wait for it to get to 216, 218, all the way down here, which if you look at, we just bounced off of earlier, which is why I want to trade down there if I do. And then this is a tiny 5-minute supply zone. Usually I don't take trades off of 5-minute zones. I have before and it's worked out, but there's been a couple times with 5-minute zones that it just doesn't work for me. I'm not sure why. So we'll see. I'm hoping for both Nasdaq and US 30 that they do go down at market open. The only reason I'm hoping for that is because I have the zones below price. You see, the zones above price are good. I mean, maybe on Nasdaq is good, right? This 15-minute supply zone. But once the market gets up there, it's like I've kind of already missed out on the longs. So we'll see how the market opens up. I will say, usually, maybe not usually, sometimes, a lot of the time, if I have a bigger time frame zone and like I want price to get there, that's usually what I get. Usually, price does go down to the zone that I want it to. Not all the time though, so we'll see. That's all this. Oh my gosh, it's 9:22. I need to hurry up. I need to do this support and resistance. I'm a little bit I'm a little bit slow. I need to catch up. But yeah, but about Apex, like I think it's a huge opportunity. It reminds me of like what what type of opportunities we have today. Like before, I don't think prop firms were this good. Not just with Apex, but with other prop firms. Like they've really gotten way better. I also think futures prop firms are way better than forex prop firms. Like they're just more evolved. I don't know. I think we're in a golden age of prop firms. I don't think, and I hate to say it, but I really hate to say this, but I don't think this new, Apex model will last forever. So, and the reason I think it just sounds too good. It sounds too good to last forever. So, I feel like I would just take advantage of it while it's here. Because who knows if they fucking change the rules 2 weeks later. That could definitely happen. And that would suck. Yeah, 7 more minutes for market open. What's new with Apex? I mean, they have end of day accounts now. There's other stuff too. I just made a video on it, kind of explaining more. Yeah, they have end of day accounts. They are a bit more pricier. If you do pass the account, the activation fee is more pricier on the end of day. It's $99, which I mentioned in the video as well. Like, if you have 20 accounts that you pass, the activation fee is gonna be almost $2,000 for all 20 accounts. So I wouldn't suggest every single person gets 20 accounts. I would only suggest if you're a trader that has gotten multiple payouts, has gotten funded with no issues, and you're trying to scale, like actually, that's the only person I would recommend trading 20 accounts. If you've only gotten funded a couple times, you've maybe only got one, two, three payouts, I would not go with 20 accounts. Because I don't know. It's just like, I just feel like if you don't have too much experience and you're trading with 20 accounts, you're gonna drive yourself crazy trying to get that 40K payout, and you're just gonna do too much. You're gonna be too attached to the outcome. When you're too attached to the outcome of trading, it's like worst thing you could do, honestly. But yeah, I wasn't expecting the update to be this good with Apex. It's like very shocking. Slow and steady is the only way to get the 40K, in my opinion. Yeah, I think so. I mean, of course, you can get it pretty quick, right? You can get the payout in a week or two, but can you repeat it again? You can only repeat it again if you have a very specific system, you know? That's why I always say, if you haven't gotten funded before, just take your eval serious. Pretend like you are funded, because you want to make sure once you get funded, you can repeat what you did in the eval again, so you can get the payout. You don't want to be second guessing your trading or yourself when you get funded for the first time or ever. You want to make sure you can actually repeat what you did in the eval. 9:27. We have 3 more minutes. I have 5 evals. I passed 2 weeks ago that I could have activated for 75. Now it's 100. They said that if you have an older account, it's called a legacy account, and that the rules stay the same. So the activation fee should be the same. It should still be $75. That's what they said. Oh, is this a zone? No. Damn, there's really not much. I mean, another thing to consider about the markets today is that it could be a choppy day. Even though pre-market was insane, I mean, there has been a couple days where pre-market is like beautiful price action, and then something happens with New York Open that it's not good. And I think you could tell pretty early on into Open if it's gonna be a weird day or not. Let's see, especially within the first 5 minutes, because we all know if it's a really good day in the markets, you'll see a really good first 5 minute candle. All right, I think that's it for me. Let's put up VWAP. Damn, we got Asian highs and London lows. I have no idea what that means. Is that bullish or bearish? No idea. We'll see. Oh, jeez. Okay, there we go. All right, here's market open. And I don't like how US 30 is chopping up on VWAP as well. I do want to see the market get away from there. Trump is speaking later? Shit, is he really? I didn't even check if there was high impact news. Let's see. Oh, it says there's 10 a.m. news. Okay. So if it's slow the first 30 minutes, maybe it'll pick up after 10 a.m. with that high impact news. Nasdaq's right at VWAP. Since it's at VWAP, I do hope it gets, like I said, I just hope it gets far away. All right, I'm looking at Nasdaq because it's at this 15-minute supply zone. Yeah, if Nasdaq closes above 743, do think it'd be a good long. But let's see how it closes. All right, it's already breaking past this 50% line. And it closed right above 50%. If it breaks the highs right now, I'll get in a long. But it has to break it within this candle here. All right, it's very close. and it broke the highs. I'm gonna put my stop loss at 726. My take profit is around 820. I really only want 60 points off of this. No, 817. All right. I'm break even here. This is over a 1 to 1. Almost a 1 to 2. This is a good take profit as well. This is a 30-minute supply zone here. Yeah, this is a good take profit. I do want just a couple more points at 817. And okay, one more push up. I'm actually going to start trailing this on the 1 minute. Yeah, it looks like it's going to sell off. Oh, maybe not. All right, I took profit there. Don't want to mess with that. I closed it out. Kind of looks like it's rejecting this area. I mean, either way, I closed it out at 1 to 2, so I'm satisfied. Oh, there's the TP. Wow. Oh my. Yeah, this is crazy bullish. Literally the opposite of what most people thought. I'm guessing most people thought it was just bearish because everything seems bearish, but nope. Nasty move up since open. The volume's crazy. Oh my gosh, look at the volume. 1,000 tick opening range, or 250 points, or a 1% move up right at market open in less than 5 minutes. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Yeah, we had a 5 minute candle close above this 30-minute supply zone. I mean, if I was in a trade, I think it'd go up to the 900s since it did get above this 30-minute supply zone. That's crazy. I mean, that was really it for me. For me, like I'm done for the day, but I do think there's really good opportunities today. Just from this market open, you can tell. Crazy, crazy day. Crazy volume. That is crazy. My chart isn't doing this, it's going the opposite way. I mean, you're probably on a different ticker. Maybe you're on gold. Let's see what gold did. Yeah, gold is going down. It's funny because I was telling my girlfriend that last time there was like a war scare, the market pumped up. Like it does the opposite of what most people think it's gonna do. And like here it is, fucking 1% up right at market open. Insane. Insane. Crazy. US 30, it went up as well, but it's like a bit choppy compared to NASDAQ. Wow. Let's see if it fills the gap. Yeah. I mean, I thought since it closed above this 30-minute supply zone that it could go up to the 900s. Obviously, though, I think now, if, since it is approaching the 900s, it could just fill the gap and continue to go higher. Or it could just touch up on the gap and reject it. Either way, though, I think a pretty big move already happened. So, and we haven't seen a pullback yet. Damn, these longs really came in. And no, I didn't just buy because I saw a green candle. Okay. I bought because I saw a 1 minute candle close above this 15-minute supply zone. Next candle opens up, kind of retests the area down here, and then it breaks the highs right after that. That's why I took the long. It's not just because I saw, oh, it's pushing up, da da da. No. I've taken this trade many times. It it's like deja vu at this point. Yeah, that was a crazy trade. I did get scared because this 1 minute candle here closed out rejecting the zone. But I should have been focused on the 5 minute candle because if right that last 1 minute candle on the 5 minute time frame, that's what really pushed it up. Yeah, that was crazy. Did anyone catch that long? Stream over? What time is it? 9:40. I mean, I probably get off at like 10. I do want to go to the gym, and like if I go to the gym fucking at 12, it's like way too packed. And then you start to see weird people in the sauna. Like last time I went to the gym in the I think it was like around 11, and then there was like this old lady in there just like grunting and moaning like, what are you doing? It's just awkward. So I like to go early in the morning when like there's nobody in the gym. But today I didn't do that. So I felt like shit. Yeah, I had a tough night of sleep. I'm trying to get my third payout of the year. You'll get there. I mean, you're already at number 3. That's good. Do you still have 2K trailing max drawdown, or is there a buffer? No, so I don't have trailing drawdown anymore. Right now, it's just static. Right, so it's like a live account basically. So if you see my distance to drawdown, it's basically my profit, and it's not like end of day either. It's just it's just this right here. Like it stays at 0 basically. Yeah, this was a crazy market open. I think a big move already happened. Um, yeah, shit. If you missed this, I'd wait and see what happens. Wait and see. The opening range is already pretty huge, so I think in order for the opening range to break out, you'll need to see really good direction, really good volume still. But I mean, let's just measure these 1 minute candlesticks, right? If you measure, let's just say this one, it's 200 ticks, almost 60 points. So these 1 minute candlesticks are huge. So it's like you don't need an insane move to make a crazy amount of money. You really just need a good entry. That way your stop loss could make sense. But let me how do I say it? Let me journal this really quick, and then I'll probably call it a day. Let's see. Okay, so this was the trade that I took, right? No, I didn't take a buy because I saw a green candle. Okay. I took a buy because this 1 minute candlestick closed above this 50% line on a 15-minute supply zone. Okay. If we look at this 15-minute supply zone, let's look at the 15-minute time frame, right? It's the zone right here. If you look at how price reacted to this area before during pre-market, we tapped into it and rejected it. Just because we rejected this area does not mean I expect another rejection, okay? It just means this area is definitely an area of interest. There's definitely going action here, right? So, and it's a zone, right? That's the most important thing. It's a zone. If we break past a zone, if we start to close above a zone, I'm going to expect the market to go to the next zone. Every single trade that I take, it literally almost looks the same because I'm just trading from zone to zone. That's exactly what I did here, right? I took a buy here. We had this candle closing above the zone. That entry was right outside of the zone, right? As soon as we broke these highs, took a long. The target was obviously a 1 to 2. That's like always my take profit. Um, but it made sense because there's a 30-minute supply zone here. So it's like the next zone. And then that was it. I realistically, I think I closed it out around here, which is still a really good move. It's funny too cuz it's going to be such a small move out of the day, but that's literally all you need. Like you don't need this whole move up unless you're looking for like an insane amount of profit. But yeah, you really just need a piece of the pie. Not the whole thing. Let me screenshot this. And then that was it for me. Most people, not most people, okay, I'm talking about my younger self here. If my younger self, maybe 2 years ago, saw that I had $492, my past self would try to get in another trade to make $8 just so I could have a $500 profit day. But me now, I'm more focused on the setup that I take and not just, any single move that happens, I need to catch it. Now it's just like, okay, I saw my plus setup, I executed it, I got out the trade, and that's it. Now I wait for tomorrow and try to repeat it again. Try to wait for the A plus setup again. And like that's what what I have my faith in. What my belief is in this A plus setup. That's why I just wait for it. Once I execute it, I can just call it a day. It's that simple. Took longs on NQ after A1. After a 1 minute candle, jeez, closed above a 15-minute zone. Nice. Yeah, I used to chase the perfect number like all the time. Damn, I'm looking at my afro shape. It's like it's never this shape, right? The afro shape is off. I have bedhead. Caught nice, 124 point long. Nice. Now my chart is showing the move 10 minutes later. Your data is delayed. So if you look at my chart, this dot here is green. That means it's live. Your dot is probably orange. So hover your mouse over it and it's going to say you have delayed data. So you have to buy a CME. I think it's called a CME data package. That way you have live data. But yeah, that's something every trader should have. Especially if you want to start taking trading serious. I think you need to invest into TradingView. Like I know a couple people that like to chart on like TossFX platform, Tradeovate, and when you chart on other platforms like that, it's not gonna last long, and you're gonna be missing some things. So I always tell people like try to have Trading View, 'cause everything's gonna save onto there. Um, and you once you have Trading View, you have to invest in data, the data. I think they have a data package. Well, it looks like the market is bouncing off of this 30-minute supply zone. So let's see if it actually goes up to the 900s, up to this gap. Shit, if it fills a gap, I'm thinking it could go up here to 25,031, a 2 hour supply zone. Especially if the buying continues, can get up there pretty quick. We'll see though. It's already made a pretty big move. It's funny too because it this whole move down like took a couple hours, and then the market just opens up and fully recovers. Is a really crazy open on Nasdaq. On US 30 it looks pretty tough to catch. US 30 looks choppy. Um well, like that was it for me. So let's see what else I could do. Anyone got any questions before I head out? Let's see how much money I would need. So, damn, literally all the accounts are different profits. This shit is crazy. Let's just say, okay, 3,400. So the balance goal is 4,100 minus, yeah, 34. So I need $700 on some accounts. Others I just need $500 or 600. So I'm thinking maybe, yeah, two more green days, then I'll get the payout. We'll see how the rest of the week goes. I mean, literally, if I just continue to take it slow, I'll definitely get another 40K payout this month. Maybe even this week. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. What would be another trade you would potentially take? Mm, it's tough because if the market keeps going up, the next zone would be this 2 hour supply zone all the way up here, which is pretty far. And it does look like the market kind of slowed down. And then this gap here, normally I don't take trades off of gaps, so I wouldn't even look at that. Maybe this 30-minute zone that we broke past and did bounce off from, but it's just like I don't even know what I would trade right now cuz like I think a big move already happened. But I think if I was to look for a trade, it would be off of this area here that the market recently bounced off from. But it's just tough. It's tough because it does look like it's slowing down. And it's slowing down, but if you measure these candlesticks, they're huge, right? They're 30, 60 point candlesticks. I'd either trade off of this 30-minute zone or off of the white lines. I do think if it gets below the 800s, I do think it'd want to touch up on VWAP. But like honestly, I'm not that good at trading after my A plus setup, which sucks to say, but it's just true. Like if I try to trade after my setup here, usually I lose a trade. So it's like I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Are you live every day? Yeah, this year I've been live trading every day. I did miss out one day, I think, because YouTube banned me. Well, I think I was reported. I think someone was hating and they reported me thinking I was a minor, but I'm 21. When do you think Apex will ban you because you're too profitable? I don't know. I I'm hoping they don't ever ban me, but it's a possibility. And I've also heard of affiliates getting banned as well, so it's like I can't really avoid it. But I do think if I do get banned, I just hope I had a really good run. That's what I'm hoping. Like I'm hoping I made at least I don't know, six figures, which is possible. But if you know me, the goal with these accounts that I have right now is to get to the six payout, that uncapped payout. What do you think about the new accounts? I think the new accounts are really good. But it does scare me because I think they're too good to the point where they might not be available forever. I do think the accounts will be like changed in some sort of way that most people don't like. But that's just how the prop firm makes money. They have to make it harder for the trader. It's not even that hard though. A lot of the rules that the accounts have are literally there to help you. Like people were hating on the daily loss limit, but it's like if you lose $1,000 on a 50K account, why are you still trading? You should have been called it a day. I think $1,000 loss limit, daily loss limit, is good enough for a 50K account. For example, with me, if I lose $500 on my accounts, I stop, right? Because at that point, it's just like I, I've already lost two trades. I've already lost a pretty good chunk. But I do think the counts are good. The rules are good as well. What do you recommend for people who have gotten their first payout? Should the next eval they get be full ported or still traded like a funded? I would say trade it like a funded, right? Unless it's a 1 day pass, maybe I'd full port it, but I'd full port it like on an actually good trade, not on just on a random trade during agent session. You know, not that random. I'd like plan it out, actually try to pass it. I mean, also another thing is like I do know a lot of people that after their first payout, it kind of goes downhill from there because, and this happened to me as well. Um, it's happened to so many traders. Like actually a thing. After your first payout, you slow down from there. Um, and I just think it's because you think a lot about the money. Like I know I've spoken to a lot of traders that have gotten their first payout, and then after that, it was like a couple months for them to get the second payout because they were chasing that feeling again pretty quick. So if you feel like that, like you're chasing that next payout, I wouldn't full port the account. I would trade it like a real funded. That way once you get funded, you actually know what you're doing and you're not second guessing yourself. Full port CPI, shit, that's not a bad idea. Full porting 1 day pass accounts on CPI. It's only a bad idea if it's a bad CPI candle, which you don't know is gonna happen. But yeah, CPI is definitely good to full port on if the candle is good. It's like free money if you do it right. If you do it right, like I said, that CPI candle could have a nasty wick and just take you out, or it could just be straight move up, straight move down. Apex had the unban by accident for 20 minutes. I missed on the opportunity. Still banned year 4. Damn, why'd you get banned? I know a lot of people get banned for multiple reasons. Not It's not just because they made a lot of money. I know a lot of people that have gotten banned because of hedging, right? Like they would short certain accounts and then long others. Another reason you could get banned because of a chargeback. You could also get banned because of that. Can you wear a green tracksuit next time? Make it look like you're from Squid Games. That's funny. No, I'm gonna wear the Mr. Beast one. I've been watching Mr. Beast games recently. This is a good conversation, Mr. Beast games. Cause I was thinking if I was actually in the Mr. Beast games, once I get offered 100K, I'm out of there. Out. Because in the recent season, they in the beginning of the show they offered people 100K to leave. And I'm like, why the fuck aren't they getting the money? Because if you don't get the money, let's just say you stay in the game, don't get the money, and then you get eliminated because of a stupid reason, you're gonna regret not taking the money. It's also like a risk to reward type of thing. You literally showed up to the game, you got offered money. Ooh, that's like a huge return on investment. That's a huge risk to reward. That's like TP10. And I think like I'm pretty no, maybe no, someone took the 100K, but most people denied the 100K and I was just like, "Damn. I would have taken it right there." No, especially if it's like $1 million to what you say? It was $1 million to eliminate your team, and like you'd get the money. Shit, I'm eliminating everyone, and I'm getting the $1 million. I don't know why they didn't take it. I don't know why. To the guy that took the $1 million and eliminated his team, like I understood that. I understood it. It's like moving your TP wanting not to lose on a winning trade, and then they reverse and hits your stop loss. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, and imagine like denying the 100K and then you lose because of the stupidest reason. Like a lot of the people got eliminated not because of a mistake they did. It was because of their teammate. Shit like that. Like I'd be pissed off. I'd be pissed off. That's why once he offers me money, I'm out of there. I'm taking my money and I'm calling it. I'm calling it. All right, well, it's 10 a.m. That was the 10 a.m. candle on the 1 minute time frame. Nasdaq, fucking, it made a huge move and then it just slowed down, moving sideways right now. Would I trade this? I don't know. I would let this shit clear out. Maybe pick a direction and then I would look at it. But I think a big move already happened, so it's not surprising that it slowed down a little bit. US 30 looks very choppy on the smaller time frame. On the 5 minute it looks fine, but it does look like it slowed down as well. It's moving a little bit sideways. On US 30 though, I'm thinking once if it fills the gap and it doesn't reject it, I do think it'd get up to 936, which is this 30-minute supply zone. I think that'd be a good trading area up here. But right now it's just kind of far away, so we'll see where it goes. Um, that was it for me though. I do want to see how the bigger time frame looks. Yeah, it. I don't know. The bigger time frame to me just looks like we were at the bottom of this range here, and then we just bounced off of it. And I said We're either going to see the market bounce and go back into the range, or we're going to see it continue to sell off. If the market sold off, it'd be very clear, right? And I think a lot of people would have caught the shorts. So it's not surprising that the market longs, because not everyone's expecting it. I think a lot of people were thinking about shorting at market open. And when a lot of people think a specific way, the market likes to do the opposite thing. But that was it for me, guys. I hope you guys caught a really good trade today. I think it was a really strong opening. But after the first 15-minute candles, it just kind of slowed down from there. So I'm not sure if it's gonna start to pick back up now since it's 10 a.m. and the news came out. I don't know. So we'll see. But yeah, don't be on the charts all day. If you're gonna trade the new Apex accounts, I would be aware of all the rules they have. They do have less rules now, but I'd still double check them and see if they are good for you. It's not for everyone, for sure. So I double check that. I did make a video going over all the rules if you want to check that out. But yeah, we'll see. Wow. US 30 is actually going up now. What is the max amount of points for your stop loss do you use? It's hard for me to calculate risk. So for me, almost every single trade that I take is around 25 points or 100 ticks on NASDAQ. Okay, so if it's on US 30, it's 50 points. And then I just aim for a 1 to 2. So my stop losses are mainly the same every time. And it's honestly mainly just like that because I want to make sure the losses are consistent. And that way I don't have to worry about too much like, oh damn, this stop loss needs to be 50 points, so I need to size down. That's going to be more harder to keep consistent. So I just chose the easiest route, which was just having the stop loss the same size every time. Not every trader is like that though. Some traders, what they do is the stop loss is different in points, but the sizing is also different. But if you do that, you have to be quick because you have to calculate, okay, my stop loss is going to be around, I don't know, 30 points. So I have to size down. You have to be quick with that. And I can't be that quick. So what I do is I just keep it the same. Which is also why I focus on the entry, right? Like before I got into this trade, I was measuring out, where is my stop loss roughly going to be at before I even got into the trade. All right, well, see you guys tomorrow. We'll see how this candle. We'll see how the market ends up playing. And remember, you're trading for freedom, not just money. Something to think about. So if you've been spending too much time on the charts, keep that in mind.